This is News Now. I am Perpetua Fasamipita. And now the news. The Vice President, Professor OSINBAJO, on Friday traveled to Owerri, the Imo State capital. The purpose of his visit to Imo State is to woo party delegates ahead of the All Progressive Congress presidential primaries built to hold later this month. He was received by the Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, APC Chairman in Imo State, MacDonald Amadi, other state executives of the party, Imo State top government functionaries and party supporters. After leaving the airport, the Vice President proceeded to the palace of the Chairman of Imo State Council of Traditional Rulers, Ima Okeke, to make his intentions known. He is also scheduled to visit the APC State Secretariat to meet with delegates. The Vice President had campaigned in Rivers State on Thursday. The Kaduna State government has revealed that in the first quarter of 2022, 360 people were killed through banditry and communal clashes. This was disclosed by the State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Mr. Samuel Arunwa, while presenting the 2022 first quarter report on security to the State Governor Malam Nasir El-Rufai on Thursday in Kaduna. The Commissioner also revealed that 30,251 animals were rustled during the period, with the Kaduna Central accounting for 3,137, making up 97% of the total. Arunwa revealed that 360 persons were killed between January and March 2022 through banditry and communal clashes. He added that 1,389 persons were kidnapped during the period under review. Rivers State Governor and People's Democratic Party aspirant NYESOME WIKE has urged delegates to properly scrutinize aspirants vying for the PDP presidential ticket. Governor WIKE gave this advice in IBADAN when he held a consultative meeting with party delegates.
Federal government and APC, they tried it in Rivers State. I say, fa. It will not work. Oh. And did it work? They brought a helicopter. They brought the general division. I said, if you like, bring international division. Yeah, it will not work. These people, when they see APC now, they will run away. Just on 28, give me this ticket. Go home and sleep. Go home and sleep.
Still on politics, more groups have continued to drum support for presidents of Igbo extraction ahead of the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. Most recent of these groups is the Movement for the Actualization of Nigerian Presidents of Igbo Extraction in Lagos State. iBrandTV senior reporter iBrandTV covered the press briefing.
With the 2023 general election getting closer by the day, different regions and geopolitical groups continue to canvass for support.
Appealing to all non-Igbo indigenes aspiring for the office of the President of Nigeria in year 2023 to resign the ambition for the sake of justice, equity, and fairness. It is to be noted that Nigeria has suffered series of disunity, mutual suspicion, unpatriotism, and many other ethno-religious crises that were occasioned by unjust, inequitable, and unfair distribution of power and wealth in Nigeria.
This group, Movement for the Actualization of Nigerian President of Igbo Extraction, believes that the only way to give a sense of belonging to the Southeasterners is to allow them occupy the #1 seat of power in the country.
Nigerians are yet to unreservedly embrace Igbos into the mainstream of the national, political, and economic soul of Nigeria. And this has not been in the best interests of the country, as it has resulted in catastrophic outcomes in certain issues that would have engendered monumental growth for the nation.
They said since the end of the Civil War, which was declared no victor, no vanquished by the Nigerian government, the Igbo extraction of the nation has not been fully incorporated into the mainstream of the nation's socio-political system.
Let it be known that a Nigerian president of Igbo extraction will do a great good to Nigeria, both locally and internationally, and also cause a massive turnaround in the fortunes of this great nation as a united country.
The group said they will mobilize to ensure that the Igbo extraction of president is realized come 2023. ABUJA reporting for iBrandTV News.
In Lagos, mixed reactions have continued to trail the recent ban on commercial motorcycle, popularly known as OKADA, in 6 local council development areas of the state by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. iBrandTV correspondent reports that Lagosians have divergent views on the effect of the ban.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said the decision on the ban of OKADA is in the best interest of Lagosians, as it will not only reduce the rate of insecurity but indiscriminate road crashes involving commercial motorcycle riders in the state.
We will not sit back and ensure that criminal-minded people will use that mode of transportation to now continue to perpetrate crime and criminality in Lagos. Life have been lost on a daily basis. Accidents have been happening on a daily basis. There's been complete breakdown of law and order, and they do not even respect any form of the laws that we have on the state again. A total ban on this and all of the highways effective from the 1st of June. This is the first banning that we're going to be embarking on, so that others know that within a short while, it's either they get out or they look for something else to do.
It's okay because the high rate of crime and robbery is caused by the OKADA riders, especially in the cities, even accidents as well. So banning of OKADA is worthwhile. I think it's okay.
Reacting to the development, some OKADA riders in the state said though they are not against government policies, it is their livelihood about to be taken away from them.
What is happening in this country is that the rich, it doesn't need the poor to survive. Because if they cannot provide something, a human being, a people who vote them into power to earn a living, then you drive them away from the street. That means that there is injustice in this country. So that's called a pace. So whatever they want to do, or the power is on their hand, they can do it.
Definitely we know what is happening, and we also want to plead the governor to please understand our view. We are all human beings. We can make a mistake in one way or the other, but please, we want to please the governor. Should please give us a chance so that we can be able to make arrangements to settle down, to even, if possible, for those that are entitled to make a problem, they can be able to sort them out.
Those against the policy said government did not take into consideration the frustrating traffic situation in areas where the ban will be enforced before taking the decision.
I think the state government should try and, even if at all they want to stop OKADA, they need to sit the OKADA riders, they need to sit them down and try to explain some things, the negative aspects. When you are riding on OKADA, what I think the state government should ban is that they need to tell them not to walk on the expressway. You understand? They can walk on the streets in a narrow way, but on the expressway is very, very delicate.
The 6 affected local council areas are Ikeja, Surulere, Etiosa, Lagos Mainland, Lagos Island, and Apapa. The ban is to take effect from the 1st of June 2022. ABUJA reporting for iBrandTV News.
Everyone who curates or shares information has an agenda, and it is the responsibility of the receivers of such information to decipher the motive behind the stories. This was the crux of the fact-checking symposium organized by Media Career Development Network with support from Africa Check and the U.S. Consulate Lagos. iBrandTV correspondent has the details. To combat fake news in Nigeria, the Media Career Development Network, MCDN, has organized a fact-checking workshop for journalists. The program is part of MCDN's month-long activities in commemoration of World Press Freedom Day.
The reason why we're organizing this as part of the World Press Freedom Day celebration is to draw attention to the fact that we live in an age when there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation, where you need to be sure what you are hearing. And we are providing training for journalists just to empower them to be able to be the source of authentic information.
One of the facilitators, David Ajikobi, urged participants to be wary of the impact of fake news in the coming election.
People will sit down to disinform people. They will bring videos, pictures, and all sorts of different things, and they will pass them off as new. And some of them will even be doctored. They will chop videos up and to say, "I see what this person said, see what this person said." So we have to be very careful because it could affect the integrity of the elections. It could undermine democracy, and it could have real-life consequences.
First of all, you make people believe lies. And when you make people believe the wrong things, you deceive people with the information you give. And when you do that, it's likely going to have a negative impact because people will think that the fact you're giving them is correct and will work on it.
True to the spirit of the symposium, the facilitators also educated attendees on how to spot fake news.
There are various strategies, and one of the things you can do is to first see if that information has been published, like I mentioned earlier, by other credible platforms. Or there are some tools that you can use, say on your phone, if the misinformation is relating to images, you can use tools like Google Reverse Image Search or like TNI or Yandex. So there are different tools that you can use to confirm, to check, and you can also go online to check the source of information to be sure that what you are trying to pass across is real or not.
Every person should be a fact checker. I know it might sound very easy, but I think that the functional unit of that is that we have to be all critical thinkers, which is that let us not believe everything we see online, hook, line, and sinker. We have to be very discerning. We have to understand the motives behind every message or information being sent out.
The problem of fake news is a challenge in Nigeria, especially with the democratized nature of social media. With trainings and programs such as this, it is expected that more people will embrace fact-checking. Perpetua Fasami Peter, iBrandTV News. Some residents of the Federal Capital Territory have taken to the streets to protest the tenure extension of 6 area councils chairmen and councillors. The chairman and councillors' terms in office elapsed on Thursday, and the newly elected officials were supposed to be sworn in today. But the FCT Minister Muhammad Bello cited a court judgment and extended the officials' tenure by 1 year. Displeased by the extension, residents in the Gwagwalada Area Council on Friday morning took to the streets. The residents who barricaded the roads and made bonfires are demanding a reversal of the decision. The incident, it was gathered, obstructed vehicular movement in the area. It's a wrap on this segment. Many thanks for watching, and coming up after now is Entertainment Business. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment Business. I am Chioma Amaribulam. Famed British singer and songwriter Ed Sheeran and his wife Cherry Seaborn have welcomed the birth of their second daughter. The award-winning singer posted a photo of a pair of tiny socks on Instagram on Thursday and wrote, and I quote, "Want to let you all know we've had another beautiful baby girl. We are both so in love with her and over the moon to be a family of 4, end of quote. Sheeran, known for his ginger hair and shy demeanor, married Seaborn in 2019, having known her since he was 11 years old. The couple gave birth to their first daughter, Lyra and Tatika Seaborn Sheeran, in August 2020. She was welcomed by the musician in a similar Instagram post with a photo of tiny socks. Sheeran is the most successful British artist of the past decade, spending a total of 79 weeks at the top of the charts with 8 #1 singles, including a global smash, Shape of You, and 4 studio albums. Pop singer Rihanna and rapper A$AP Rocky are new parents of a baby boy, according to a report on the TMZ website on Thursday. Rihanna gave birth on May 13th in Los Angeles, TMZ said, citing sources with knowledge of the matter. It is the first child. Representatives for the musicians did not respond to requests for comments. The Barbados-born diamond singer, whose birth name is Robin Fenty, has won 9 Grammy Awards and also developed the Fenty makeup and fashion lines. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky were friends for many years before they began dating. The rapper told GQ magazine in May 2021 that she was the love of my life and that he absolutely wanted to be a father. And that's it on Entertainment Business. I am Chioma Amaribulam. Up next is Sports Business with Samson Oloyede.
German automaker Opel is pulling out of football sponsorship, thereby relinquishing its deal with Bundesliga giant Borussia Dortmund. With a near-decade-long relationship in total, Opel currently serves as Dortmund's sleeve sponsor and sits in the club's champion partner tier. That deal is worth a reported €8 million a year. Dortmund are already involved in discussions over a replacement sponsor in the automotive industry. Opel first partnered with Dortmund in 2012, expanding that deal to become official sleeve sponsor in 2017. Post-pandemic, the deals with the other German clubs have also been allowed to lapse, leaving Dortmund as Opel's final remaining football partnership. Still talking sports business, Real Madrid has signed a $381 million deal with investment group Sixth Street and entertainment experiences company Legends to host concerts and other events at the La Liga club's 81,000-seat stadium. The capital will allow Real Madrid to create additional streams of revenue as it works to alleviate financial losses caused by the pandemic. In 2020, Real Madrid saw its income fall by 8% compared to the previous year, but the club remains the second most valuable football team in the world at $4.75 billion, just behind La Liga rival Barcelona at $4.76 billion. A new company will manage the stadium and proceeds from its events, with the proceeds being split by 70% for Real Madrid and 30% for Sixth Street. The deal is set to run for 20 years. A deal between the three entities comes as no surprise, as Legends had led Real Madrid's retail strategy since 2020, and a year later, Sixth Street acquired a majority stake in Legends, valuing the company at $1.35 billion. In January, Legends and Real Madrid agreed to a 25-year pact to host non-sports events at Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, the club's home field, since 1947. Still talking sports business in football, a coalition of human rights organizations led by Amnesty International are reportedly demanding that FIFA provide at least $440 million to migrant workers who helped with the 2022 Men's World Cup infrastructure. The sum is based on the prize pool FIFA plans to award successful teams during this winter's tournament. Quote, hundreds of thousands of migrant workers have not received adequate remedy, including financial compensation for serious labor abuses they suffered, end of quote, read a letter sent to FIFA President Gianni Infantino. Secretary General of Amnesty International Agnes Kamlamad reportedly said that accepting the plan could represent a major turning point in FIFA's commitment to respect human rights. Amnesty International said workers have endured ridiculously long hours and dangerous working conditions. The letter claims that in the last decade or so, Qatari officials failed to investigate how thousands of workers perished. Both FIFA and Qatar's Supreme Committee for Delivery and Legacy are considering the proposal. And finally, on sports business at this time, the German Football League has secured a 4-year extension with pay TV provider Sky Mexico for their Bundesliga broadcast partnership. The renewal kicks in from the start of the 2022-2023 season. The contract will see every Bundesliga and Bundesliga 2 match broadcast via Sky Mexico's platforms, as well as the German Super Cup and relegation playoffs. In addition to Mexico, the exclusive deal also covers 7 Spanish-speaking territories across Central America, including Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama. The media company's rights in the Dominican Republic are non-exclusive. Sky Mexico and DFL will look to leverage the Bundesliga's growing popularity in the country, as well as supporting grassroots initiatives by renovating football pitches, enabling more players to have access to the facilities. And that's it on sports business. Up next is the stock market report.
Are you a business owner looking for the right exposure to attract massive clients to your brand? The long search is definitely over. SME Hub allows you to showcase your products and services to a wide range of viewers and buyers nationwide. For further inquiries, please call Alero on 081 323 43262, or you can send an email to alero.ogudere@ibrandtv.com. Grow your brand and boost your business on SME Hub. live on iBrandTV, where business comes first.
Glad to have you back. Now, let's look at the equities market report at the close of Friday. The Nigerian equities market continues a downward trend as index declined by 0.55% to close the week in a negative territory ahead of the CBN's monetary policy meeting next week against 1.05% recorded the previous day. On the gainers list, Namet gained 16 kobo after rallying 10% to close at 1 Naira 76 kobo. Shares of COMMUNAL is the second place with 2 Naira 80 kobo to close at 31 Naira 15 kobo. Shares of MC Nichols, Curtis and Nem went or jumped by 9.8% to close at 2 Naira 13 kobo, 2 Naira 85 kobo, and 4 Naira 39 kobo respectively. On the losers chart now, Len Africa lost about 25 kobo, declining from 3 Naira to 2 Naira 25 kobo at the close of Friday. Trailing behind the shares of Global Spectrum Energy PLC shedding 37 kobo to close 3 Naira 41 kobo, while shares of Academy Press, Real Exchange, and FTN Cocoa shared 9.6%, 9.5%, and 8.6% accordingly. So for further analysis, I've been joined right now by Executive Director Operations at TRW Stockbrokers Limited, Abdul Rashid Momo. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, take us through the performance of the equities market today, where today is the last trading day of the week. MPC just around the corner. Bring up to speed now with the performance and the activities in the equities market.
Well, what I'll say that the market has had a very good year. I think the index over about 20% we've done this year. The bulls actually came in very, very strong in the first quarter of the year. So basically, apart from in anticipation of what the results from what you said was going to come up, market has actually stalled for some time, pending what information we're going to get next week. What actually triggered the market yesterday was the stock of MCDN, which moved the overall market up, and the same MTN actually brought the market down this week. So far, what I always tell people technically is that the bull market is not over, but the market is taking a breather. It's time to rest and we'll monitor what's going to happen next. All in all, I always tell people one thing, that there are always two players in the market: the investor and the trader. The traders must have taken profit off the table, while the investors are still holding on to these shares based on financials, the good financials being seen so far. And another good news came in today. I think Presco declared a dividend of about 6 Naira plus, which shows that most of the companies are going to be doing well this year, and we expect the overall index to still move up in later months.
But if you look at the performance of the equities market today, what would you say drove the market? What were the market move, movers for today? Will I say sentiment that played out in the market?
If you look at the market movers, always we look at Nimet, COMMUNAL, MC Nico, QT. If you actually check, apart from COMMUNAL, these are actually we don't call them the market heavyweights. If you can imagine what those stocks doing about 10% today, roughly between 7 to 10%, and there'll see no impact on the overall NSE ASI. That's what I said, that when stocks, when the big players, like MCDN, Airtel, Dangote, Signet, those are the big players. You understand? So all these ones against there's really not much impact in the overall market. A solid market is when those blue chip stocks actually move. So what I said from the beginning, the market is in form of consolidation period now. Market needs to digest all the moves that's done from the beginning of the year, and we await the meeting of next week to see where the next line of action the market is going to take.
So what will be the next yes, permit me to come in. What will be the next line of action in terms of what the investors in the market should expect? Yes, is that going to be an MPC meeting week? But how do you think, give us your outlook, how do you think investors will react to that?
Okay, well, the way I normally look at the overall market, I'm a technical analyst. And every information actually translates to pricing, which is open, high, low, close, and volume. As a team now, there's something I wrote yesterday. I begin to see a particular pattern that happened in 2006. I don't know how true it might come out at the end of the day, but it's actually playing according to, it's like a script that is beginning to happen. I might be wrong, but so far so good. The market has played 60% of that script. We're talking about 2006 to 2008, when the market moved from about 20,000 points to about 50-something thousand points, and rested within that period between 50 to about 54,000 to before the market broke out about all-time high of 66,000 points. I'm beginning to see that same pattern repeat itself this year. So it's something we need to watch. I know for now we're not going to see too much highs or too much low. Market is going to consolidate within a band, and that's what I'm waiting for. Now we're looking at about 53,000 to about, let's say between 50 to about 54,000. This was what happened. The same scenario happened in 2006. So I'm watching it closely, and I think people should watch out for that same scenario. If market breaks out, then we might see an all-out bull trend in the long term. But if market falls, then give or take, we're looking at about 50,000 points correction. So we need to watch. We need to watch and see what happens at the end of the day.
Okay, a good place to leave it. Thank you for your time, Mr. Abdulrasheed Momo, the Executive Director Operations, TRW Stockbrokers Limited. I appreciate your time on business now. Well, and that's it. I am Frank Omalape. The rest of the news continues in a moment.
And it's a wrap on Business Now from iBrandTV Lagos. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Michael Nath.